Howdy, y'all. Ni hao. Well, this day I went to Cuihu Lake. I'm not even sure if I'm saying that right. I feel like I say it wrong every time. But that's where I went. I wanted to go see it. I still wasn't feeling great, and I gotta be honest with you. There was more to this trip than just getting altitude sickness. I am a person that has chronic health conditions, and I'll be honest with you, I feel bad all the time. Whether I feel sick or in pain, every moment of my life, that's a layer that lies beneath everything. So I have just learned that sickness and pain are always present. And so they just come in different forms. So this was no different. It was just something new that I hadn't experienced before, so it really took me by surprise. And it's not surprising either because I already was pretty burned out at home before I even came on this trip. And then after 36 hours of traveling and then hitting the ground running pretty hard in Chengdu, I just probably burned myself out. And so I think that the altitude sickness hit me a lot harder than maybe it would somebody else. And also, like I said, I still have chronic health conditions, and that's why I have to take things a little slower. People often say, well, why didn't you go here? Well, why didn't you go there? Well, I just am not the same as everyone. And that's something that I have to come to terms with. And that was something that I really thought about on this trip, because I really wanted to prove to myself that I was strong and I could do anything that I wanted to. But I did have to admit my limits. And I had to change my itinerary. I didn't get to go to Dali and Lijiang. And I just decided that after 3 days of a constant headache and trouble breathing and feeling jittery, that it probably wasn't a good idea to continue in a place that was higher than where I was. And so I made the difficult decision that I was going to go back to Chengdu a little early. And it's hard in life. Sometimes I really agonize over those decisions. Am I making the right one? I came all the way to China from halfway across the world. Am I compromising my trip? But you know what? I did a lot of soul searching on this trip. And this experience helped me realize a lot about myself. And it also helped me realize a lot about what was going on at home. And so maybe I needed these days. Maybe my body said to me, calm down. Don't run. You don't have the energy to run. Going to China isn't going to fix everything. I don't know what I thought the trip would do, but I think I put more expectations on it than were necessary. And I think during this moment I realized, just exist. You're here in a different place. Think about the things that you need to think about. Look at the things around you. Look at all this beauty. It's so different than your world. It's people existing in a completely different space and time. I don't know. I just really enjoyed that day, walking around the lake, having a cold drink like I love. The orange juice was so delicious. I absolutely love the juices in Kunming. The fruit was so plentiful, and I just kind of saw what there was to see. I went to a stall that had flowers, and I actually talked to the woman a little bit, and she's the first person in China that's ever really understood me, and we had a little tiny conversation, just a little one. But she smiled real big and said, I'm going to give you some extra flowers. And so she made me this little bundle of flowers, which I added to the fake flowers that I bought. I wanted to have some flowers I could take home to remember Kunming, and I couldn't take real ones, but she gave me some to last for the duration of my visit. And that was a really special day. And then that night I watched the moon, and I thought about what a healing experience Kunming had been. and it was completely worth it, no matter what. But now it was time to go back to Chengdu and see what my fortune held there. I love y'all. 再见，再见。